if you don't know, State of Play got announced today. For Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. 60-plus minutes of news, gameplay updates, announcements from game studios across the globe. But yeah, just like the normal, whatever, eye-catching third-party and indie games headed to PS5, along with the latest from teams. So it's got the whole shebang. It's got everything that you would want in a showcase. Literally everything. Suppose like that. It's not no stupid like Nintendo partner direct that we had last week, which was really bad, or it was bad. We've seen worse, but it wasn't as good as we would have hoped for Nintendo, especially since they usually have a normal, Nintendo Direct every year in February, which gives us kind of a rundown of what they have planned for most of the year. And, a couple, like, surprises. So that was a disappointment, obviously. So I'm hoping that, maybe we'll get a Nintendo Direct in a couple months or in a month about something else. However, that's okay because State of Play, this will fix everything, surely. It has to. And I'm going to go copium mode with the bingo card on stuff. And it's really bright. I'm so sorry. It's very bright white. I wish there's a better website here. But I'm going to go full copium mode and list out a bunch, just so much stuff that could pop up. Because at this point, for the rest of the year for releases, maybe I'm misremembering a couple things, and that's entirely possible. I feel like Sony and Nintendo, they really got like an empty slate here. Or Sony and Nintendo from a first-party standpoint, and even a lot of other studios that are not, directly connected to one of the two. Capcom's filled. Capcom's plate is filled. Square Enix has got, things here and there. But I think a lot of things we're kind of waiting for. And the funny thing is, before I get into like the guesses, because I need y'all ideas too, but it was rumored that we're gonna get DMC 6. Devil May Cry. Now I don't know where this rumor came from or leak, so this could be totally beat bullshit. Like it probably is. So I'm not gonna get excited for DMC 6. But supposedly DMC 6 might show up, which is the most random thing ever. Which maybe like that would be such a smart thing to leak, because I feel like no one are people expecting that? Like it just feels weird to me to expect DMC 6, like especially after Itsuno left after DD2, right? Like that's I like after DMC 5 was of course extremely successful. We had the show that I guess was successful enough to bring in more people to buy the game, even though the show was pretty bad. And I believe Season 2 comes out this year. But I only heard those rumblings today with the SOP news. Yeah, I don't think a DMC 6 will happen. I love Devil May Cry. I've played all the games. I've streamed them all. I've talked about it many times, chat, It's like DMC 5 is like one of the best action games of all time, combat-wise. It's amazing. But beside the point, I just don't think DMC 6 would be a thing that would show up, let alone we get a new game for like another 2 to 3 years. Especially for Capcom to kind of show that off, since they have RE9 coming out in like 2 weeks, right? Pragmata coming out in April. Onimusha coming out, we don't know yet, but I'm assuming Onimusha will be a probably like a June-July thing. I could be wrong. And I guess they'd still have the rest of the year, of course, but we have Monster Hunter Wilds is going to get its massive expansion this year, which we haven't heard about, and any other maybe smaller IP revivals or other things from Capcom. So DMC 6 would be interesting. But the main thing, on top of everything else, really hope I haven't delayed my train for Knack 3. No, Knack 3 would be great. I'd be very happy. Not actually. I haven't played Knack. That's a lie, I have. I think when I was very young at my friend's house on the PS4. But the thing is, the State of Play, 60 plus minutes. This could be entirely wrong, but the only other time we've had the State of Play that was this long was with the PS5 reveal, or the PS5 showcase. I don't know which one it was, but we've supposedly only had one other State of Play that was 60 minutes. So this should be important. Even if it wasn't 60 minutes, I think a lot of people were banking that this would be important in the first place, just because, like I said, Sony's kind of like, I don't think they got really too much on their slate, let alone like for really big third-party releases for the rest of this year that hasn't been already announced at like the Game Awards or whatnot. Because Soros also comes out. It's a Sony thing. I think that's March or April, which looks really good. But yeah, man, let's just start. Wait, let's just start putting stuff down. Okay, let's just start smoking on the hopium, whatever. Once again, sorry for the bright screen. It's so bright. 20 minutes on New Horizon, 20 minutes on Knack 2, 20 minutes on DMC 6. 20 minutes on DMC 6 would be toe curling. That would be lovely, but that won't happen. New Horizon? No, I think the New Horizon, I think the reason they did a drop on Twitter is because they don't want to do a big highlight I don't even know. There's no way that doesn't show up at the showcase, right? Like, them tweeting that out would be a weird thing to, like, not include, because they could do, like, a quick, 1 to 2 minute trailer. That's not really, like, cutting into time, especially since it is a Sony IP. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming it will show up, the Horizon multiplayer game. If it does, I don't care. If it doesn't, I don't care. But, yeah, it's weird that they tweeted it out. It's interesting. But maybe they're clearing up space. But, like I said, what would an extra 2 minutes really hurt? Like, I don't think that would really hurt much. Yeah, usually only showcases are over an hour. State of plays are usually 25, 40 minutes. But I think they stopped using showcases because people might ignore state of plays. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I guess... Oh, yeah, well, I guess, yeah, they did say showcase. That's true. I think the general name is better. Like... Because it's like, I think, honestly, I'm happy Nintendo kind of has, like, indie directs, partner showcases, whatever. Because it kind of lets us pick and choose to, on what to get really excited for. But at the same time, I think it has also made me less excited for anything that isn't a normal direct. Like, anything that isn't just a normal Nintendo Direct that, 40 minutes to an hour long, I kind of just don't care about, which sucks, but that's just kind of what they've turned into. So, doing, like, a central state of play thing is a good idea. Unless, they do it so frequently that they start to be buns again, and then they separate them again. But I don't think they will. Nintendo kind of is their own separate thing, and they'll do what they want. And directs were, like, so popular, and then they decided to be like, well, since they're so popular, let's do a direct for everything. Right? Everything's a Nintendo Direct. So, surely everyone's going to really be excited for anything that says Direct, right? No, not really. But, that's okay. It lets us temper expectations more. But, surprised FF7 isn't already in the free spot? I'm going to put it in the free spot. Because if it's not there, I don't even care. Chat, I'm not even kidding. Like... If part 3 isn't there, like, I'll be okay, obviously. I don't know. I don't know if I can joke about this. This is a serious matter. Like, let me just like, this isn't a joking matter. Right? This is so serious. Okay? Like, we've hit a point of it will never be so over if it does not show up. If I don't see Cloud double-cheeked up twerking in my face on Thursday with the title card between his booty cheeks, and then he pulls it up like this, and then he does this to the screen, and he's holding the name, and then Sephiroth comes and joins in on the twerkage, I might just not make it on the train later. Tell you the truth. I might not. There may be no train, okay? Only the train to my grave, frankly. The crash outs are going to be epic. There will not be a crash out. There won't be a crash out. You know what? FF7 are part 3. Free space. It's going to happen. I has to. I'm wearing my FF7 shirt and I'm wearing my necklace today, and I made a. Did I make that TikTok? I made the TikTok this morning, right? Yeah. I made that this morning because I was excited, and I have a plan as well for Thursday. Okay, I went to the store today to buy something, two things that I have to put together, but I have a plan for Thursday so that if we do get the reveal, then like that will be good and it will be funny. But if we don't get the reveal, it will be probably even more funny. But I don't want it to be funny. This is serious. Okay, this isn't, like I said, this is not a laughing matter. This is literally life and death. If it does not happen, then there will be consequences. Not for anybody other than myself, obviously, because, nothing but love, Square Enix. But is there actually a rumor? There's no rumors or leaks for FF7, but people are just thinking it's about time. Especially, hold up. Also, if I'm wearing that, yes. Also, people are like, oh, it's not going to show up at a state of play, right? Like, oh, like we have to wait till Rebirth comes out on the Switch because that's in June, like 2 days before or after the game, Summer Games Fest, which hopefully I can go to this year. That would be fun. Beside the point. But guess what also happened today? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth price drop. Dude. They drop the price like I need Hamaguchi to drop that damn title drop. Like I need Cloud to drop it in my face, man. Look at this. This stuff just doesn't happen. This just doesn't happen on a random day like today. Okay? There's reasons. There's levels to this. Why would they permanently price drop the game on a day like today, right? Why would they not do it like when the Switch version came out? Well, probably so that people would buy the Switch version. However, why would they not wait longer? They should wait maybe a month or two so that people buy the Switch version even more. Or remake, because Rebirth isn't out yet. What am I talking about? But, well, I guess it actually makes sense so that people can play Remake than play Rebirth. However, I'm getting lost in the sauce. Okay? I'm getting lost in the sauce. So that when people see the Part 3 announcement on Thursday, they'll be like, oh my god, I forgot about this game. Because I never saw the marketing for Part 2 because the marketing sucked. Okay? And they'll be like, wait, this is still going on? This is so crazy. Let me go play Rebirth. Or maybe let me go play the game on my Switch 2. Oh my god, it comes out in a couple months on my Switch 2. I'll get Remake right now then. Or maybe I'll get Remake on the Switch 2, then I'll get Rebirth on the PC. And then boom, oh my gosh, it's not $70 still since it's been like 2 years or whatever. It's cheaper because it's a permanent price drop. Wow, it's so nice of them to do that. I'll buy both versions right now, okay? It's happening, okay? This isn't like... So the new price is, $50. It lines up with the Switch version being $50. It's also $40 on Xbox, which is pretty sick. Or a remake, at least. Or no, Rebirth. No, Rebirth is $40 on pre-order. That is crazy. Yeah, it is Rebirth, which is fucking crazy. But Twin Pack's a solid deal. No, Twin Pack is good. Personally, I don't need like a 5th copy. I have, I think, 2 physical copies of Remake, 2 physical copies of Rebirth. Wait, no, I have, plus Coco's copy. And then I have a digital on PC and PS5. So I don't need another copy. So, which is why I didn't buy it on Switch 2. However, the demo was fun. I did get the demo so that Square Enix could get a little, some those numbers could go up for Square on the Switch 2 demo. So shout out. But, okay. Guys saying inflating. Pro, the only thing I need to be inflating is Cloud Strife. Okay, and if you want to learn more about that, look up Cloud Strife inflation. There's lots of really cool party balloons you can get for a birthday if you really like Cloud. So, okay, let's talk about the other state of play things, all right? Let's focus on everything else. Sounds like some tinfoil shit, but I'm on board. Yes, that's what we like to see, okay? That's what we like to see. But yeah, Part 3, in all seriousness, I do think it's very likely. I think we're going to get... So this is what I think is what is going to happen. I think we're going to obviously get a title drop. It's going to probably be about a minute and a half. Same thing like the reveal for Rebirth way back when it was like, showing Sephiroth and Cloud walking and they had like the text on screen. but I think we're gonna get the title drop. It's gonna say like Square Enix, and then it's gonna be like 10, 20, 30 seconds of Aerith talking or Tifa talking or someone talking, showing the, like a world or a cutscene, like, you know, not too much, and then boom, title drop. Sephiroth or Cloud is gonna say return or reclaim or resub, right? Just resub if you have Prime. They're gonna say the word of the title, and then it's gonna flash on the screen, and then I'm gonna rip my shirt off. Okay, that won't be in the trailer, but that I will be doing that. And then they give us an extra minute of, they'll show Vincent, Galleon Beast, they'll show Sid gameplay. Actually, no, they're not. That's too much. They're not going to show gameplay. I don't know what they're going to do. Wait, actually, that's a lot. They can't do all that at first. They're doing too much. I'm getting too excited. They're going to do the title drop, and they're going to show snowboarding. And then, what else? That's it. That's all they're going to show. And then a little bit of Wutai. But they're going to save Galleon Beast and Sid for Summer Games Fest. I'm getting overzealous. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting overzealous. But okay. And High Wind. They're going to show us they're going to blue ball us with a little bit of High Wind. Okay? Just a little bit. But all I want to see, dude, if they show us if they show anything regarding the Tifa livestream sequence with Cloud or like Under the High Wind, oh my god. They won't. I think they're going to have a specific live stream themed trailer that comes out at the end of the year after Summer, like super far later at the end of the year after Summer Games Fest. That's like themed around like Mako and the live stream that will focus on like each character and like maybe who they really are, like a more deeper background on them or something, like a kind of a recap, pseudo recap, but also like covering of them. But like a quick, like, here's this character, here's Barrett, right? And they'll show, like, the part of Rebirth when his first flashback. That's, like, 5 seconds. That'll be at the end of the year, though, okay? Chat, I have contacts at Square Enix. I don't, but that's a cool thing. But, okay, hold up. Let's talk about other things. Sorry, I'm excited. I'm getting excited. Dude. God. All right, so, part 3. If all we get is a title reveal and, like, key art, it's fine. Literally, that's all I want. I'm not going to get overzealous. I'd love to just have some sort of new talking point or thing to talk about with people and get excited about. So, we'll do that. We're going to do Wolverine, because that is supposedly coming out Q3 of this year. This is pretty much a guaranteed at this point, since, you know, this would be like the 3rd or 4th trailer. But, okay, so part 3, Wolverine. We'll do DMC 6 because that's, I don't know, man. I would love that. I'd be excited, but I have my qualms, and also just like, well, I don't know why. That just seems really soon. Yeah, Saros is a lock because that comes out in like two months and change, which very excited for that. We're gonna do RE9 demo. That's also kind of a guarantee because we always get demos for RE9 or RE games, and it will be pretty much exactly 2 weeks as of Thursday for Requiem. So, or it will be 2 weeks as of Thursday. So that's kind of a shadow drop, which I won't be able to play, you know, because I'll be leaving, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Shadow drop Leon demo, or we'll do Leon, or just do RE9 because it will be Leon and Grace. They wouldn't do both, or they wouldn't do just one. I'm not going to get overzealous 5 minutes earlier. This is life or death. Dude, it's true, though. It's true. Persona 4? That might be an Xbox thing. I forgot that was happening. That's probably an Xbox. Yeah, because that was at the Xbox showcase. So, is this a realistic bingo? This is do whatever you want. Okay? Because at the end of the day, every subsequent state of play that we've got, like, in the past 2 years, I think I just used the word subsequent for no random reason there, but I feel like most state of plays we've gotten in the past, like, year and a half have not been that great. There's been some good things here and there, don't get me wrong. But I feel like a lot of them, I kind of shoot for the stars, and it doesn't happen, but this is, like, a big one. So I'm going to shoot for the stars at this one. For any of the ones to, like, just say random shit that are obviously in, like, the realm of possibility, then I think this would be the one for sure. But, you know, like in the realm of Kingdom Hearts 5. Yeah, KH5. We're going to do this. No, dude, it's not going to be there. It's just not. I love KH so much. Trust me, I am so excited. I've played all the games. I'm caught up on the mobile shit, too. I can't believe I am caught up on the mobile shit, but I am. But I'm going to put it on here. Kingdom Hearts. Whether that's 4 or that do not waste a spot. Dude, it's not. That would be crazy if they hit us with a double heavy hitter. Dude, but there's a chance. There's a chance, bro. Also, Dragon Quest 12. That's a thing. I forgot that game also was announced 5 years ago. Oh my god, Square Enix is near. Dude, Square Enix could do so much, and I know they're not going to do any of that. Dude, wait, this could literally just be SE stuff. But yeah, it's not going to happen. Hold up, let's... New Nier game, please, Yoko Taro. New Nier game, okay? We can also do Dragon Quest 12. We might remove some of these, but Kingdom Hearts 4/1 remake. Yes, this all is gonna happen. And another FF trilogy, that's true. We're gonna get let's also throw this FF13 trilogy remaster, chat. Why not? This is just the line of Square Enix stuff that won't be happening ever. At least for another 5 years. Yo, Kudai Senshi, thank you for the follow. FF17. No, I'm not. No. We have to be kind of realistic. We have to be like, there needs to be some sort of chance for stuff. Part 3 or bust. Dude. Part 3 and bust, if you think about it. 40th DQ anniversary this year. Oh, it is. How's 7 Reimagined? I know it just came out. I saw it got decent reviews. It looks fun. I would love to play it off stream, but I'm still playing Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 PC. Death Stranding 2 PC. PC / Director's Cut, something like that. Because Kojima made a tweet the other day about him making a new trailer. So I forgot that's a thing. Okay, wait, we're totally getting Intergalactic? Yeah, I'm skeptical about that game, but yeah, it's been, wow. How long has it been since we saw that? Has it been 2 years? We're going into the 3rd year now, because we saw that at the end of 2024. Right? I feel like that's a 2027 game, but which means we could still maybe see it. I doubt it, yeah. They've been so silent on it, but it could maybe. Game Wars 2024 show code. Gotcha. Okay, so it hasn't been that long then. Oh, yeah. That's maybe not. Put Bloodborne? No, I'm not doing that. Where's the new Cory Balrog game? Wait, Cory Balrog? That's the guy who did... Hold up. That's not the God of War guy. No? That isn't. No, it is. Oh, yeah. God of War? Yeah, wasn't... God of War and Ragnarok director? Yeah, that's true. It's been... How long has it been since we got Ragnarok DLC? Something not God of War for like 57 years. Interesting. Well, I'll do that, sure. That's actually like realistic. I'm going to take... Okay, so chat... I'm going to do a Copium square. This is the Copium square. DQ12, KH4. Okay, this is like stuff that I'm just going to put on here so at least I have it in a square. And FF13 Re. All right. And why not Nier? We're putting... None of these are happening. So they all get... They all get put into the single box, okay? God of Peace. That's because, like... Maybe one of these could happen. The 13 trilogy is, like, definitely way higher of a chance because Square... I would assume Square will release something Final Fantasy this year that is a new game. Like, new game in quotes. New remaster, like Tactics last year. So, I don't think, like, Rebirth and Remake coming out this year are, like, the Final Fantasy things that's taking up. So, 13 Trilogy could be like a quick, like, here we go. Here's your Final Fantasy new, in quotes, thing for the year. Now wait till next year for part 3. But Cursed Square, much like Square, yeah. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Since they've been going through all that stuff with layoffs and, the profits and changing developers and blah, 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 any of these could maybe be there, but also I think they have just as much of a chance to not be there. Nier might have a higher chance, because Nier, I think it's definitely due its time for at least a teaser, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, Cory Balrog game, not himself. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do God of Peace. God, no, we're not gonna do that. That's stupid. Not God of War. We'll do God of War. I'll just do God of War. That will just cover like a remake or whatever that Metroidvania was. I saw someone said a Metroidvania, or that was like a rumor for a billion years at this point. So do they do PC port announcements at a PS event? I think so. Because Death Stranding 2, they could do like a... Do they have a PS5 Pro version already? Maybe they do. So yeah, maybe they do already. But they might. There could be a director's cut, which I don't think Kojima's doing. I think he's explicitly said he's not doing that. But I think they show PC ports. I don't know, though. I could be misremembering. But I guess out of any place to show it would be... They've done PC? Oh, they have? Okay. Gotcha. I guess if it's a first-party Sony title, then it will be at the show, because it is still owned by them. So, okay, cool. So, yeah, that's DS2. That's probably a given. Astrobot, that's true, yeah. We've had enough time now to get something maybe teased or announced for that. Yeah, it's been not too long, but... Well, dude, honestly, for Astrobot, we did not get nearly as much extra stuff for that game that they kind of were saying. Maybe I misinterpreted it or misread something somewhere, but I thought we were going to get like way more updates for it consistently. And maybe we did. Maybe I missed it. But I vaguely remember being like a couple Christmas levels, and I know this stuff isn't easy to make. It takes time and, different puzzles and whatever. But we got, I think, maybe 2 or 3 waves of new characters, because we finally got Cloud after, way too long. But yeah, I don't think there's as much as I expected. So maybe they were like, you know what, we're going to cut down on the extra stuff and just make a new game. Or I was being dumb. But we'll throw Astrobot. We'll do sequel, or like just any adjacent. Team Asobi adjacent. We'll just do this. Here we go. Team Asobi. Yeah, let me cover that. Okay, so Intergalactic, Cory Balrog, not Game of War game. Staros, DS2, DMC6, God of War Remaster / new thing. FF7R Part 3, Wolverine, Square Enix Box of Doom, Shadow Drop RE9 demo. Let's do Onimusha release date. How you doing, Candy? Because another Capcom thing, dude. Capcom has so much stuff. Pragmata won't have anything new. A new trailer would probably make not much sense. MH Wilds could maybe, but that's just a lot of Capcom stuff. What other companies? Let's do Horizon multiplayer. We'll just put it back on here as well. Multiplayer game, just another trailer, right? Just so I have some stuff to fill it out. Phantom Blade, true. Is that this year? I keep forgetting about that game. Oh, dude, Tides of Annihilation. Some people thought that would be at the Game Awards. At least I did. That would show. That did not show back up. But it's now been, a couple extra months. So, because Tides of Annihilation, we got, that is the like Final Fantasy 16 DMC-esque another Jennifer English game chat. That we saw 2020, 2024 summer game, gameplay reveal. When did we see this? It wasn't that long ago. 2025 state of play. Yeah, it was like only a year ago. Okay, well, I'm smoking some crack. Wait. Yeah, almost a year ago to the dot. So that could show back up. Because, yeah, I'll do that. That might be a chance since it's been a year now. Because then we got the gameplay trailer in November. Yeah, it looked kind of polished. Maybe it was like pre-done for the sake of the gameplay trailer. Like they specifically did that section to show off. But I'll throw it up here. Feels like a while since Okami 2. Maybe with that wouldn't be a Sony thing necessarily. I feel like Okami 2. It's been only a year and change. So I don't know. I feel like we still got another year on that. What about the Shadow of the Colossus guys? We saw that. I thought that would be at the Game Awards this year, or last year, and that was not there. But the Shadow of Colossus dev team new game. Jeff was mad hyped to show it off. It looked cool. That was a year. That was 2024 of December. Holy shit, dude. Hold up. It's this, chat. I don't think it has a title. This looked cool. But dude, it's so hard to tell like what games will come out or like get stuff for soon, like trailers and whatnot. Since you'd think companies would like understand, like, okay, let's not show stuff off 5 years before release, but it's so hard to really even guess now because it's so random, at least for stuff that isn't like a first party title. Nintendo and Sony kind of wait a while to show stuff off, but anything that isn't like directly first party, that shit can be hit or miss. Obviously delays are a problem too. Yeah, GTA 6 could be here. I don't really want to see GTA 6, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. If it shows up, I will not care. I just don't give a shit. Saros and Marathon? No way. We'll just say Gen Design, because that's the company. Yeah, we'll do Gen Design. Gen Design game. Saros and Marathon, that is... Do you think... I guess we'll show. We'll do a Marathon. Yeah. Well, yeah, because Marathon got delayed. So Marathon might have another, like, hey, like, they've been doing the marketing and it's coming back. So, that's true. Dude, I forgot. I keep forgetting about that game every couple weeks that's happening. I don't know if I'm even going to get it, dude. Like, the premise is okay. The aesthetic and, like, the world building looks extremely cool. I just don't know if it'd be something I'd play for longer than a couple of days. Like, extraction shooters and, you know, like Arc Raiders and all those games like that, they never really stick with me too much. I don't know. I used to love them. I used to play shooters and so many things like that. Like if Arc Raiders came out 10 years ago or 5 years ago even, I would have probably 500 hours in it, but it doesn't do it for me anymore. Oh, Marvel Tokon. Duh. Because that today got a release about the character count. It's going to have 20 characters, apparently 64-player online lobby. So that will probably be there since, you know, that news was showed today. So we'll get new character reveals and whatnot, maybe a release date. It looks nothing like Marathon. Yeah, I forgot Marathon was like a thing prior to the new one. No, I think I'll check out Marathon. What's the actual release date? It's mid-March, correct? March 5th, beginning of March. Oh, it's less than a month, bro. What the fuck? That's a week after RE9. Damn. It's $40. Oh. $40? Interesting. Did they lower the price after, like, Backlash? Huh. Well, okay, if it's $40, then I'm more interested to get it, right? It's less... for so many games nowadays, like, if I think of a new game coming out, my mind automatically goes to $70. So it's like, I can't be just buying anything now. which really sucks, but, you know, that's just how it is. I'm hoping for Kamuri. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too. Also, hello, how's I doing? Kamuri. Yeah, I forgot about that game, too. Because that's from, what's her name? The lady who worked on Ghostwire Tokyo, I think. Maybe? Something Ikumi Nakamura, yeah. Alright, well, I can throw that on there. Like, I don't know what else. I'm so bad at doing bingo cards, because, like, I only put what I want. I only put what I want, like, really bad, and everything else I don't care about. So, this is, like, pretty much it for me. Like, and a lot of this is just probably not going to happen, but, let's do a run-through on the companies here. Did someone say anything else maybe that I missed? Soros, which was good. KOTOR remake. Is that happening still? Is that, like, still a thing? Did we ever get confirmation after, like, KOTOR got announced? Or are we assuming that KOTOR kind of just took the spot? They announced FNAF games. No one even knows. I'll throw it on there, bro. Fuck it. Just fuck it, man. I'm not going to suggest 13 because that's so over. No, I have it in here. We have it in the box of Doom. We have it in the box of Doom. The box of Doom and Despair. DQ12. All of these games are things that just we've either heard about many years ago or should have gotten by now. So, if any one of these happened, I might shit bricks. Dude, one of these gotta hit, right? Like, can we get a Kalshi bet going? I'm kidding, by the way. Fuck Kalshi. But, can we get, like, a Kalshi bet on what will be at the State of Play? That would be crazy. What's happened to the countdown on Bloober's site? Oh, yeah, Boober. Fizzint? Oh, from Kojima. Is that an Xbox thing, though? No, it's not. It's not an Xbox thing. That was shown off at 2024? Wait, it's been a year?
And now here with me to...
Yeah, 2024. Kojima-san. Maybe the trailer he was working on was Fizzin. Probably not. It was probably DS2, PC, but, like, I did see that tweet, yeah. Interesting. Honestly, we'll just throw it on there, bro. We'll throw fuck it, man. I think Kojima, I could be wrong. I think he's consistent with, like, showing stuff off. Unless he had an exec down his throat being like, hey, like, you gotta show this off. You know, like, we need Kojima, we need something right now. Like, that could obviously be the case, of course, but I don't know. I don't really know how it goes in the past, but we'll throw it up there, sure. Why not? OD is Xbox? Yeah. I think OD is coming first. I think Fizzin is, like, a long ways away. Like, we got 3 years. That's like a 2029. That's the vibe I get from it. But, well, I guess. If there's something else we can think of, then we'll keep it on there. You forgot the obligatory Bethesda segment? Dude, but it's owned by Xbox. It won't show up. Unless they have another remaster to port to PlayStation. Todd Howard. Todd Howard's gonna show up. In like the end of the show. Oh, thank you so much for handing it over to me, Kojima-san. I'm really excited that Sony reached out to us today. We have a great new announcements for our absolutely adored lineup of games. And I hope you guys can enjoy what we have coming in the future. Enjoy. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. God. Kidding. But, okay. We haven't heard of STH since that. They already did that? I know they already did that. But what makes you think Todd wouldn't do it again? If you think about it. And how is that holding back Todd Howard? It's not, really. He could show up at your house with Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, and he puts it under your pillow like a tooth fairy. He's like, oh my god, we're going to surprise everybody in this. I'm going to surprise everybody in this old folks' home with a version of Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, because when we released the game, they were probably, like, in their 20s, because it's been that long. This is Skyrim's 15th anniversary. Oh, God. Wait, should I put Todd on here? I'm going to take Fizzant off. I really don't think that's showing up. Todd Howard. STH? What is STH? Oh, wait. Stranger Than Heaven? Oh, is that from the guy who left? Who left RGG, or is that RGG? Oh no, it is RGG's new game. Never mind. Flipped it around. Oh yeah, true. God, RGG, they've kind of been not doing great. Like apparently Yakuza Kiwami 3, I think it was, that just came out. Apparently that it was really bad. Like it looks like absolute dookie butt, which is unfortunate. As well as them hiring like some very bizarre, peculiar voice actors who have some things that they've done, but you know. Ace Combat, yeah, true. Yeah, it's true. Ace Combat 8, right? We could do Stranger Than Heaven, yeah. Sure. Like, I don't know what else I could put that I would really, really want at this point, so. But yeah, Fizzant did have that one Korean actor, I think. His name is Don something. I could be wrong. But hear me out. They put every FF7 game on the PS Plus catalog, then they go into a Part 3 announcement. That would be a great idea. Dude, which is why they're changing the FF7 original version so that they can put it up on the PlayStation Store. But that might be Steam only. I actually don't remember, but that would be crazy. Dirge of Cerberus available for everyone. Because everyone wants to play Dirge of Cerberus. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's better than Crisis Core. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Obviously, Dirge of Cerberus is so bad. Dude, Crisis Core is so good. I love that game. I love Crisis Core. Yes. Joking, obviously. But no. Then hear me out. What? What's up? After the Part 3 announcement, okay. Tifa and Tekken. That won't happen. That Tifa and Tekken, I think we've lost our Tifa and Tekken spot. I don't think that will ever happen unless 2028 and the game needs a boost. And then they'll do that. But nah, bro, we got Bob and Tekken. Okay? We don't need Tifa. We got Bob. All right? Okay? Bob, bro. Bob's fucking burgers. What else, chat? I get put Fizzant back here. I'm just trying to think of stuff that's like maybe more likely. Hold up. Let's just do this. State of Play, February 2025. Let's just go a year back. Eric Days remake, Satisfy. That's true. They'll show dude. I think Tifa's gonna be the main. She's gonna be the big thing for Part 3 marketing. Right? Maybe not, because like, you know, it's still Cloud and Sephiroth's story, but she might be like the first thing they show in Part 3 trailer reveal. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Maybe. Probably not. But okay, let me check. State of Play 2025, February. So a year ago, Borderlands 4, Shinobi. Wow, I can't believe these were all a year ago. Metal Gear Solid, Mind's Eye. Holy ass, this showcase was some fucking ass, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh. It wasn't that bad. Sonic was fun. Shinobi, I heard, was really good. Lost Soul Side was okay. Borderlands 4, I don't know. Metal Gear Solid Remake looked really cool. Not actually that bad, and Star Wars looks great. However, FNAF? New FNAF game, bro. Fuck it. MH Wilds in for a big update. No, I think we'll get an MH Wilds update. I don't think it will be now. I think that'll be in like 2 or 3 months. With Requiem coming out in like 2 weeks, and Pragmata coming out in April, and Onimusha, coming out this year. That's already been shown off. I think we won't get anything on Wilds until after Pragmata releases, which I know those are different like groups of gamers anyways, but I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like maybe after April. Who knows? They could tease it though. They definitely could still tease it. Cuz Wilds came out February of last year? So like they usually do it after like a year and change. So the time is coming up for sure. Directive 8020. Dead Rising 5. God. What if the one time we'd all given up on the FF9 remake? Dude, I forgot about FF9. Fuck, dude, you know what? Fuck it. Throw it in the box of doom and despair. This, get it in there, bro. Get it in there, okay? This is, it belongs in there with everything else. The Square Enix box of disappointment and hatred. Where's the free spot? It's FF7 Part 3. Because it's happening, guaranteed. I said so. I actually called up Hamaguchi earlier. He said, Jordan, we have a very special surprise for you and only you. I'm laughing because I'm so excited. It's not a joke. I'm being serious. Dead serious right now. Okay. You don't have to believe me. Okay? I don't even believe myself. That's what the voices were saying this morning, so they're always right. Where's the Babylon's Fall update? In the trash. Okay, we have one more thing. What else? Like, what other random thing? So, let's check out the PlayStation blog. Can we, like, go back into old... Oh, we'll get some gacha slop, too. Can't forget about that. That's obviously very vital. Let me just look this up separately. Game Awards. Let's do Game Awards 2024. 2024 rewind. It may be something here that could show up. Yo! There's Intergalactic. Do we take... I think it... No, Intergalactic's still up here. Thank you for the 60 months. Can we get hearts in the chat for the 60 months? Lord almighty. Hear me out on a new Injustice? From NetherRealm? Didn't NetherRealm just go bankrupt? Do we think it's time for another... I don't keep up with NetherRealm or Mortal Kombat, so I don't know. But... Oh, yeah, Lego Batman. Well, would Lego Batman show up again? What else would they show off? That's in May. I'm very excited for Lego Batman. Very, very excited. Maybe... No, we'll just do this. A DC game. We'll keep it broad. Because, yeah... DC, I feel like... There hasn't been anything new DC-wise other than Lego Batman, right? And I know with James Gunn taking over, 2 years ago at this point? 3 years ago? A year ago? I don't know. Year and a half. He did say that he wanted to, have the movies and the shows and the animated stuff and the games all kind of come together, which games take very long and DC games will take very long, so... Probably not ready for any of those to be shown off yet, along with the Wonder Woman game getting canned, unfortunately. But we'll do just DC. So if it's Lego Batman, it's Lego Batman. If it's Injustice, it's Injustice. If it's some other thing that could be cool potentially, then, fuck it. I'm up for it. Ben Studios, yeah. I forgot about them, yeah. Days Gone. I never played Days Gone. Let me take Horizon off. I don't care about the Horizon game. Media Molecule game? Media Molecule. What did they do? Oh, they did Sackboy. Oh, they did Dreams, yeah. Little Big Planet, not Sackboy. A fighting game where it's just Gun and Snyder? Well, hold on. So, yeah, we could do that. I could throw them, yeah. How WB Games is currently, it's a bit of copium. The WBness. Yeah, the WB-ness is definitely hitting right now. Smacking us in the face. Game Awards. Wait. So, The Witcher 4, that's not going to be there. Definitely not. Do you think CDPR will have something? Probably not, no? Oh, wait. This isn't like stuff that... This is stuff that won. This is not the thing I want to be looking at. Hold up. We're looking at a bingo card for the State of Play on Thursday. Here's the Wikipedia page. So, announcements. Here we go. We're pretty much done with this. So, 2024. Oh, this was... Yeah, 2024. Most of this probably has already released, right? But I'm just checking just to make sure. So, Okami sequel was 2024. Everything here has released, right? Other than Turok Origins, we saw that the direct the other day. Until the VF, the new VF game. So, Project Robot. Oh, that's the Gen Design game. Project Sentry, that's RGG. Onimusha. I think we'll get Onimusha release date. I think it's very much due the time. Okay, so Okami sequel, we put Gen Design game, we put the RGG game. Witcher 4, I don't think will happen. VF, we can put VF, yeah. That I feel like. Wait, what about like other Sega stuff? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna take off KOTOR remake. I just don't. That's just not happening anymore. I really don't believe. So I'm gonna keep DC. I'm gonna Intergalactic, Phantom Blade, Ben Studios. Take FNAF off. Let's do Crimson Desert. Well, yeah, but that's like coming out this year though. We don't really need like to put that in the bingo. I don't think. Witcher 3 DLC. Yeah, that was rumored to get people excited for 4. That's possible. Witcher 3 DLC / CDPR. Let's do that. Was the recent Sackboy actually MM? I thought it was somewhere different. Yeah, it was somewhere else. Stranger Than Heaven, Marvel Tokon, Todd Howard, DS2, PC, DMC6 has an animation. So I think the things I would actually take off that just definitely won't happen, or like I don't think really will matter or care to have on this. Probably Fizzant. I think DS2 PC is definitely the Kojima rep. In Kamuri, we might be there, but it didn't look amazing to me. I still need to see more. So I'd rather put... Let's do Sega. Let's do Sega Revivals. I don't know how to spell Revival. There we go. So this is the Crazy Taxi that they said we would get eventually, right? Jet Set Radio. Shinobi we already got. And then what else was there? Shinobi, JSR, Crazy Taxi. There was a 4th game. There was a 5th game. Oh, what else, dude? Hold up. There was one more thing. Wait, Sonic? What if Sonic showed up? Wait, Chad, is there a chance for that? I feel like there is, no? Oh, yeah, the Streets of Rage game. Did we get that already? Golden Axe, Shinobi, Streets of Rage. I don't think we got the new Streets of Rage game, but I'll put Sega Revivals. Sonic. Sonic, what's Sonic got going on here? He could Sonic Frontiers too. I never even beat the first game because it kind of sucked. Because we had Crossworlds come out last year, right? And then Frontiers was 22. Sonic X Shadow Generations, obviously that was 2024. That's it. They have nothing else on the slate for them. And I think we saw Crossworlds at the State of Play, right? And Sonic Crossworlds reveal date. When did they reveal the game? Crossworld update with Sephiroth? That would be sick. For some reason, I feel like Crossworlds was first shown off or hinted at a State of Play. But I could be completely wrong. I don't know. I'm a genius. I mean, hire me, Square. Let me do Sonic. Why not? I think it's time. With the movie coming out next year, like this time next year, they got to get something going here. Yeah, I put Okami too. Maybe. There's also I think that's I think that's it. I think we've exhausted this. It's been an hour. I think I've exhausted the FF7 copium along with the State of Play copium. So, final run through. New Sonic game, Okami 2 maybe showing up. Sega Revival stuff, Marathon, Witcher 3 DLC, CDPR pop out, right? A little more of a boring choices, but these are just some things to fill up the thing. Ben Studios game, that could be cool. We have the Square Enix Box of Doom. Any of these would be awesome. I wish these all could get their own separate Square. However, that's kind of a death sentence. So, but very excited. Very exciting Box of Doom and Despair. Shadow Drop for the RE9 demo. Kind of a guarantee. But that's still exciting. You know, that'd still be cool. Team Asobi game kind of feels like we're due for something in that regard. The new Gen Design game, maybe. It's been about a year and a half. Phantom Blade Zero, that also is cooking and should be out this year, correct? That was at Game Awards. Yeah. It's September 9th. We have a release date already. So we got the official release date during the Game Awards. We got the official... Okay, so yeah, maybe another Phantom Blade Zero, like something else. Can you call it a Shadow Drop? No, not really. But let's do RE9 demo, yeah. It's not really a Shadow Drop, it's true. Wolverine, that's kind of a guarantee release date for that. Part 3, that's the free space, because if it's not there, then, you know, it was nice knowing y'all. God of War, remake, remaster, new game. I'll just do God of War. Yeah, whatever. I feel like Santa Monica, they've been working on something for a bit now. Onimusha release date would be cool. Intergalactic, something from Naughty Dog would be interesting, I guess. Saros, DS2 PC, DMC6. That might be the craziest thing on this list. You might say, Jordan, KH4 isn't happening, but honestly, DMC6 might be the most out there one. Because we know KH4 is happening. It's just whether it's going to happen soon or in another 10 years. DMC6, that's just weird to think about. I don't know why in my brain I have it as like a thing that we won't get for a long, long time, even though it's been, what? Oh my God. How many years since DMC5? Like 6 years. 7 years, dude. March 8th, 2019. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, we're definitely due for a new one. But, damn, that would be crazy. You know what? No, we're going to do this. Watch. Hold up. Wait, I'm going to make a sick lit. I'm going to get a guaranteed bingo. Okay? This is a guaranteed bingo of happiness and whimsy. We're going to do... Okay, hold up. Wait. Boom. Okay? In the middle, down row, something, okay? This is the bingo of happiness and joy. Will it happen? Probably not. But this could DMC6, FF7R Part 3, RE9 demo, DS2 PC, not as cool as these other things, and then 5 other choices. You know what? Actually, chat, I'm taking DS2 PC off of here. I'm going to send it because I truly do have faith that we will get a FF13 trilogy announcement remaster. You know what? I'm putting my foot down. Okay? I don't care if it's copium. It deserves its own spot. Nier honestly also deserves its own spot. God, Todd Howard. I'm going to find you, Todd Howard, okay? Put it in its own spot. God dang it. Okay? Put it in there, bro. I don't care. I think that's that. Santa Monica Naughty Dog is yet to release a brand new game for the PS5. What? Wait, no. What? I thought Santa Monica made Ragnarok. Well, I guess that was also for PS4. But that wasn't PS5 exclusive? Persona 6? No, Atlas could show up. Yeah. I feel like Atlas. Atlas could definitely pop out. Yeah, but is that an Xbox thing? Is that more of an Xbox thing? I don't know. I think this is good. Actually, I'm gonna take Marathon off because I really don't care. Let's do Atlas, or let's do Persona. Fuck it, why not? I want this list to get people upset and be like, you're expecting too much. Because at the end of the day, I am expecting too much. But once the show is over, right? Once the show's over, and if it is a disappointment, will I go online and complain about it? No, I won't. I'll be like, damn, chat, that kind of sucked, and then I'll move on. So I can get my hopes up, because I like to be happy. I like to have joy in my life. Okay? Last of Us Part 2 was a PS4 game? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's crazy. No, I think Intergalactic... actually, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's even... What is Neil Druckmann doing, bro? He's got... I don't know. He's worrying about the Season 3 of The Last of Us show. And how he's not going to mess it up again. Which it pains me to say. I hate to be a hater. Because I really do enjoy The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 games. But the show, Season 2, I just did not. I couldn't vibe with, unfortunately. He's off the show? I don't know. He left the show. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that means it might show up. That'd be cool. I think Intergalactic, for me, like, I am excited for it. Because I really want to see something that just isn't The Last of Us from them. Right? From a studio that can do so much, like, can do so much detail and, like, random bullshit in their game. And by random bullshit, I just mean, like, very detailed graphics and, like, animation, whatever the hell. Like, if they do something like Intergalactic, from what we've seen, they could do some cool stuff. It could be really cool. It's just, it sucks. It takes 10 years between new stuff. It is unfortunate. He saw how mid S2 was. That's for someone who loves. Yeah. I really liked Part 2 of The Last of Us. I played that game when it came out. I didn't really use the internet much or, like, whatever when it came out. So I loved it. And then I went on the internet and I was like, wait, people didn't like this? And I was like, that's crazy. Because I played The Last of Us 2. And then I think right before it or after it, I played Xenoblade 2. Fun fact. Or Xenoblade... No. Yeah, Xenoblade 2. Random time. No, I played God of War 20 whatever, actually. It sucks that we only get 1, maybe 2 games per generation from them. Yeah. But, dude, they have their canceled, like, Last of Us multiplayer bullshit. But that's just Sony and all their multiplayer stuff getting canceled, unfortunately. They got sidetracked by the live server? Yeah. Yeah, dude, 5 years of development. Like, it's crazy. How does that happen? Like, I know how it happens, but, like, how? God. Jim Ryan. Maybe, I don't know. Was it Jim Ryan? I don't know if he even was him, but he kind of sucked. It's a huge waste of money, too. It's unfortunate. But okay. Complete the bingo card we did. If 13 Remake appears, I will hold you personally responsible. If 13 Remake appears, you owe me... nothing. But... I don't know. But okay, I think we're good, chat. I think this is everything. This is it. We're done. If I miss something, then oh well. It is what it is. None of these will probably happen in the first place. So, at the end of the day, the thing I'm most excited for, that isn't Part 3, because FF7 Part 3 is, of course, my number one. I would say is, drumroll please, I don't really know. Like a new Nier game, but that's just not likely. What is something that isn't Square Enix that I really want to see? Because that's really what I have to think about. Also can't really count Capcom because Capcom's also. Actually, I'll say Tides of Annihilation. I want to see more of that because it looks cool. It's giving more substance than, or it's giving more like visuals than substance. Which kind of is what Lost Soul Aside was. I was very excited for Lost Soul Aside since they showed it off for the first time X amount of years ago. And then I never played it because it just looked okay. It just looked okay. So I hope it's not another situation like that, because that would be unfortunate. But there we go. That's it. We're done. No more. Do it part 3, please.